Hey guys, Gary Dean, GMFD Audio. I wanted to basically just do a review today. I'm hard at work on my bass car and I'm sound deadening everything, but I've seen a couple of posts recently on the forums or the groups on Facebook about this Amazon Basics sound deadener. So I had a couple of full trunk kits from Hushmat. I bought one and then I had another one from years ago that I finished up. So I ran out of Hushmat about, I would say about halfway through the job, and I had to get something else and I needed it fast. The Hushmat wasn't going to come for, I want to say 4 days. Even Amazon Prime, it still would have took 4 days, but the Amazon Basics stuff I was able to get the very next day after I ordered it. So the specs were comparable. The reviews were really good. I couldn't find a lot about it online, which is why I'm shooting this video. And the guys in the groups, they know very little about it, or they're skeptical. So I want to show you guys that this stuff, well, I'll let you decide for yourself by what I've done with it, how you feel about it. So the Hushmat was relatively thick, nice thickness, decent to work with, stuck really well. I always do a isopropyl alcohol wipe down before I put on any sound deadener, but before I get to showing you the work I've done, I want to basically show you how it comes. So I ordered the 18 by 32, I ordered 2 of these. I ended up needing another one, so I ordered another one. I believe the regular price on this 9-piece 18 by 32 inch box, this was $59.99. This same amount of Hushmat was, I want to say, $155 or $160 when I looked. So this is around a third the price. And I would say every single bit as good, if not better. Now, that's an unopened container. Now, these, I've got 2.5 sheets left that I haven't used. This is the sheets. This is how big they are. Pretty big. Well, it's 18 by 32, so it's a solid sheet. But the Hushmat sheets were about 1/3 of this. So this is Hushmat. If you see my other video on how to properly install sound deadener, this is the trunk that I did that video on. I ended up using a couple of pieces of the Amazon Basics just because I had to rip it apart and put it back together. After I put all this stuff on here, the trunk was heavier, so I had to adjust the latch and everything. Anyway, long story short, Hushmat worked really, really well. I've got 3 layers on that trunk lid, and I've got 2 layers pretty much all in the back of this trunk, and then I ended up going with the Amazon Basics stuff up there. So let me show you that. It's nice and thick, as you can see. Actually, I should probably show you. I don't have any sheets of the Hushmat to directly compare it. So it's pretty standard. As far as the thickness of the Hushmat, I would say that it's right about the same. So, with that said, it works just as easy as the Hushmat and costs 1/3 of the price. So, with this door panel, I have done, you can't really see in there, but you can see past the window. I've done that entire inside of the door. Well, I should say the outside layer. All done. Now, listen to this. Nothing here. Yeah, it's going to be good. So, I just want to do a quick review real quick. I mean, you see that I've used a bunch of this stuff already. I got some seam sealer. I ran out and I had to order a couple more tubes of seam sealer. I'm sealing all the ridges on the roof, and then I'm gonna probably put 2 to 3 layers of sound deadener up there. But as far as what I'm doing, all inside there is Hushmat. All inside here, well, almost all, is the Amazon Basics stuff. It is awesome. I also did a layer on the back deck. I'm not sure how much of the floor I'm going to do. I still have to pull the seats out and do a lot of different other stuff. But for this review specifically, I would say it is completely worth every single penny. Again, I should have enough with those 2 boxes to do this, or to complete this car. But I have another one on the way. But you see, it works really well. It sticks really well. It's not peeling off. I'm very impressed. It's every bit as good as anything I've ever tried. Dynamat, Killamat. I even ordered some other random stuff from Amazon. I don't like it. It's just like a foam. This is what I ordered. I'm thinking I'm going to mail it back, because it's just a roll of foam, basically. It's supposed to be sound deadener. I think that was 60 bucks for that roll. And I'm not going to use it because, well, this is working so well. So that Amazon Basics stuff is heavy duty awesome. Highly recommend it. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you found it useful, but I would highly recommend this Amazon Basics stuff. It works as well as the more expensive name brand stuff, or better. I'm thrilled to death that I finally found something that was cheaper and works as good or better as the higher end, more expensive stuff. It's usually not the case. You usually buy something less expensive than what you're used to, and it doesn't work out. But this stuff is awesome. I highly recommend it. You got 2 thumbs up from the Gary Dean, and that's where we're at. So thank you guys so much for watching and listening to me babble. If I can answer questions for you on this stuff, leave a comment below. Give me a like if this video showed you that this stuff is awesome. I know that I didn't do a full-on demonstration for you, but I did do a demonstration on the Hushmat. It all applies the same. I think the takeaways from the Amazon Basics stuff is the thickness is on par with the Hushmat. The ability of it to stick to whatever you put it on is awesome. Haven't had any issues with that. It rolls right on with the roller. Flattens right out, sticks well, and as you can see by just some simple taps on the door, it works really well. So I don't know what else you would need, but this stuff is awesome, and I highly recommend you give it a go. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.